Hello, inklings and octolings out there. Octocam here, and today I'm going to talk. I'm going to talking about something really personal to me, and that will be my autism. If you don't know, um, I suffer with autism. Um, according to um my peers or people or like medical doctors and like that, maybe or psychiatrists, people say that I'm in I'm in the middle of being high functioning and low functioning for some reason, which I kind of see why. I mean, I don't get. I mean, it. I would say personally, I would say how my autism works. Like, depends how awake I am. Like, if I'm really tired, I'm not really verbal. But if I'm like really awake, I don't mind having a conversation. And yeah. Um, I don't really have any triggers. Um, or at least not, or at least I don't have any more. Like, like, I mean, I do have some triggers. But not as much as I had before. Like, I'd say I used to get angry. I used to have tantrums and tantrums. I have like breakdowns. Um, back in the day, I guess. Um, I used to break stuff like my consoles. Um, like the consoles and stuff. For example, um, another case of my autism, I guess, is that if people, um, it, it depends though. Like, for example, I used to hit my mom. Yeah, I used to hit my mom. Um, I admit that. But the thing is, she used to hit me when I was a child, if if you hit someone with autism, they're just gonna grow up thinking that they are that is okay to hit somebody. That's why I was aggressive. I'll say it was more aggressive during the 2010s actually. So yeah, I used to hit people. I mean, I don't do it anymore because I moved from my mom's house, and I think ever since I moved from my mom's house, I haven't. It's like really rare for me to have like a temper tantrum or something like that. Um, I admit I do kind of find it hard to accept when when I what you call it when I I don't get anything in my way. I'd say sometimes, but I wouldn't say that's all the time. But yeah. Um. Again, like I said before, my communication skills isn't that really. I won't say. I mean, I think they're okay, depending on the mood or depending how much awake I am. If I'm fully awake or done a bit of exercise, I'm ready to have a conversation. But but sometimes um I don't know what to start. I don't know what to say. Anything in the conversation. Don't really know what to bring to the table. So I just say yes or okay. Like unless it's something I know. Yeah, unless it's something I know. I try to I try to engage in a conversation, but I feel like it's like a hard struggle for me. I'd say. Um, I would say that I don't really get along with people with autism too. If I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, like most of my friends are most of my friends are more a neurotypical, and almost like all of them. But yeah, I barely have any autistic friends. We people on the spectrum. I don't know why. I don't know why. I believe it's just that I know this might sound like rude or anything, but hard to find anything to talk about with people on the spectrum. Uh, I'm not saying it to be rude, by the way. I'm just saying. Uh, Also, with my autism, I don't really um um actually with autism benefits of autism, I'd say, in my opinion, is that I can easily hyperfocus on anything really. Um, like for example, Splatoon, for example, I can if I'm not really if I'm not really busy, um, I'll just like try to hyper focus on being what you call it, getting to S rank. Same thing with Sonic games, really. I hyper focus on getting S ranks in Sonic games. And speaking of Sonic, I guess, I mean, I do like Sonic. I do like Sonic the Hedgehog, I guess, but I wouldn't say everything from Sonic the Hedgehog. I'd say is perfect. But for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why. Like when everybody says that they don't like Sonic, for example, like Splatoon, I could care less. But if it's like something like Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't understand why do I get offended at people saying that they don't like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that. Like I'll say it. I won't. I don't want to sound like a narcissist or anything, but I kind of feel like I'm like an autistic person that could also understand where their flaws and shit, like recognize what they've done wrong. I think it's just because of being I've been around a lot of more neurotypical people, I guess, and learning their social cues. Like I'll say it was hard. I'll say it was hard first, but just like getting used to it. Um, yeah, saying like getting used to it, getting used to the old to the social cues. Um, I'd say uh I could yeah I'm good I just learned over time really. I think of art and stuff like that. Um, I think I think the reason why this YouTube channel even exists is because of my fixation really. But yeah, um, but the thing is, as an autistic person, right? Yeah, I don't really mind playing other games other than Sonic. That's the thing, and plus, um, there are some game franchises I've actually stopped, which most autistic people actually like, mostly like Pokemon. Um, I don't like Pokemon, as many people know. I do not like Pokemon, for example. But I do like games like Zelda, like that. But I don't like Fortnite. But yeah, how I again how I do with like stimulus. Like for example, if the game has like flashing lights, like Mega Man, for example, it makes me feel uncomfortable, but it doesn't make me go into like a anxiety. Basically, makes me go into like an anxiety attack to an anxiety attack or anything. Uh Another thing about my autism is that I think also how I get into new stuff is when some. I think what I realize is that if you let if me and you have common ground, right? Like here's the thing I don't really get about about friendships and something like that is that is that you can ask my questions is that I don't get it. Like imagine getting a friend having a friend that having a friend that what's the word? Um doesn't like what you like, and yet they're forcing yet they're forcing their interest into you, and when they do that, it's like a bad thing. That's one thing I honestly don't really get. Like like I believe that in order to make me interested in your game, you also can be interested in my game in some sort of way. Because like you know, an eye for an eye, for example. Like that's how I'm going to get like Metal Gear, because it's because Metal Gear's Rising Revengeance. If I haven't told you that, by the way. Um um so yeah. Um if you're wondering how I deal with change, um sometimes do you know most of the time I can actually deal with it. I'll criticize like if it's like a bad thing, but most of the time I generally just get well with change. Like recently for example, I live in assisted living, and they were changing companies. Um um from dimensions to something else, and I was completely fine with that. Same thing with schools and classes, and I'm pretty much used to used to a changing schedule. But yeah, I'm pretty much used to a changing schedule because I probably like learned how to do that. Because I've learned how to be like varied. Um, I do like trains. Actually, which I really didn't talk about. Um, I like running like UK trains in particular, like going on trains and something like that. Yeah. Um, when it and I feel like my autism doesn't really affect me when it comes to criticism, like um like I wouldn't say that I'm prideful. I don't, cause I'm not sure. I wouldn't say that I'm prideful. Cause I don't like being prideful, and being prideful means that you can't really um you know um what's the word, like if you're prideful, then it's basically just ignoring all criticism that way, like you have to show some humility to be it's basically like a balance between um being really really confident, yeah, being really 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 prideful, and also having a human being a human being as well. um hence why hence why I always take criticism very seriously. And when somebody, again, like I said, here's the second trigger. uh and also when somebody opposes criticism, I'm like I like constructive criticism, obviously. And obviously I'm the kind of guy who's like, it, you can do a touche on me. Like if I'm doing something equally stupid, I don't mind calling me out for my mistakes. Because it wouldn't be fair if I was only saying it, and that was really it. Um, and obviously never got to say, because I believe in equal criticism from each side, which also I think because YouTube and the internet really helped me like understand constructive and subjective criticism. Like I think that okay, I think subject if correct me if I'm wrong, like subjective criticism is like criticism without a basis. Like for example, you could say Splatoon 3 is bad because I just think it's bad. And that's a subjective opinion. Um However, if you could say that, for example, Splatoon 3 is bad because of of the internet, that's a valid opinion. No, a valid criticism because you've proven the yeah, because you've proven what you mean. Like if you provide evidence to what you claim, then it'd be more objective and valid. Because to me, objective criticism is valid criticism. But yeah, anything more to talk about with my autism? Uh, I guess my childhood. Like, I feel like my childhood of autism was like kind of different. I was more like a troublemaker. Um, um, I used to like, yeah, I used to like make bad choices, but I was like being a naughty kid. But I think the more hits gotten, the more aggressive I became. So yeah, the more aggressive, the more bullying, the more bullying, the more thingy. I just become a more aggressive person to the point I used to kick off every single day and move schools. I think it's because I have been hit. That's why. Like for example, um, my nan, for example, she never has like hit me, and I was like really calm. I think it's just when it's around my mum, it's like kind of different because my mum, I'd say she was like kind of aggressive anyway. Like she used to shout at me, hence why I shouted her back. Like that's all I know. Like if you know about childhood psychology, um the mother is basically because you see at most of your life, right? Um, basically, what I'm trying to say is basically is that William probably like copy like copy her actions and shit. So if you have a parent that shouts at you, eventually your kid's gonna is gonna become what your parent is gonna be. Like it's basically you're not saying the apple doesn't come far from the tree, right? Basically that when it comes to like childhood parenting, like you treat a child like a human being and like you tell them off. I'd say I'd say I would say um basically treat them like how um yeah, basically like a human being. I'm gonna yeah, well, I'll what to put it. Um. But there are some things I wouldn't say. Well, like Ultimate's like fully bad, but I'd say it's like in the middle. Like I feel like probably like post 2017, 2018, 2019 era. Um, uh, um, if I think if it was like my if it wasn't like my mom, like I used to have tantrums, uh, but like if and having played with like one of my friends, I eventually like I eventually like realize my like what I've done, and you know you know admit I was wrong. I made a big and huge mistake, and that's how and that's how I probably I think that's the reason how I learn criticism and shit. I kind of feel like with my autism, I feel like no one believed in me. To be honest, like 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 I felt like people only, even including my parents, only feel like I only kick off and stuff. Even though if I was raised properly, I'd probably like raise up me hitting anyone. I probably would thingy. And I think I think post like Woodford. I think I admit I admit I'd wish if I had to go back in time, I would actually not do would not do that shit. Absolutely not. Now, hence why I'm more into learning these days. If you know what I mean, like. But anyways, that's all I'm gonna say for now. In other, yeah, in other news, I don't know other news or anything other than that. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna check it. Have a look at my calendar. But on the 12th or 13th of May, that's on a Friday. I'm gonna stream Tears of the Kingdom or like on probably like Friday afternoon. By the way, so I guess stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be streaming that probably like Friday afternoon, Friday evening, maybe Saturday. Depends though. So yeah, keep calendars waiting for that. I can put a notification on my calendar because I'm gonna be streaming that maybe. Or get like I said, around probably like around my time anyway. I'm gonna stream Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom. Um, probably like play all weekend if there's no like Splatoon event going on that time. If not, I'll probably like stream it on Monday maybe. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say for now. And if anyone in the chat has autism, just press the thing A for autism. But anyways, hope you guys have a nice day. Stay fresh, and I guess I'll see you. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention this Blackfest. Um, maybe I don't know if I'm gonna stream that or not, but I'll give a hard think. Okay, so anyways, stay fresh, and probably see you in the next Blackfest stream maybe. Anyways, stay fresh. Bye.